About a month ago, we had the way too early 2019 LEGO Star Wars rumor list that I was rather skeptical of. I went so far as to say, are these real in the title? And I believe I said multiple times in the video to take it with a grain of salt because I wasn't really sure. And today I have a much more concrete rumor list for you guys, one that I believe is legit, comes from a source named LEGO Bob 35, if you will. So, we have a few new sets. We have a new line of LEGO Star Wars sets that's kind of starting up, something that I actually talked about on Ask MandRproductions a while back and that I thought would be interesting, and hey, LEGO might be doing it next year, so we'll see what they can give us. But let's go ahead and get started with our rumor list. If you guys enjoy me bringing you the first look at the official, if you will, LEGO Star Wars 2019 rumor list, give the video a like. Anyway guys, the first set we have here on the list is going to be the AT-AP. This is a third edition remake of this set. We had one back in 2008, we saw it again in 2014, and 5 more years later we're getting another version. I believe this set's going to cost $60, so it's going to come in at the same price that the previous version did, which is good to see, although I expect a slight downsize of the model. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's going to look like, obviously, but I think it will look closer in size to the 2008 version, and I assume it will be a Kashyyyk-styled AT-AP again. I don't really know what else they would do with it, but I do kind of hope they go with Kashyyyk, seeing as what the next set on the rumor list is. I think they'll go well together like they did a few years back. And then we're going to see a Droid Gunship for $50, so hopefully we just get a few battle droids with this. The 2014 version came with Chewbacca and a Elite Corpse Trooper. Like, I just want battle droids in my battle droids ships, and I want clone troopers in my clone trooper ships, so that would be great. In 2014 they kind of mixed the figures. I'm hoping that this year they don't mix the figures like they did in 2014, like they had droids in the clone set and clones in the droid set. Like, they don't need that. I think they should keep it all in one, and you can buy both sets if you want both sets of figures. Although I do see the novelty for kids. I think kids actually probably enjoy it, and that's what really matters, is that kids like getting the droids to fight the clones in the clone ship if they only have the one set, as opposed to having to have both sets. Anyway, those are the first two sets on the rumor list. I've actually known about one of those sets for a long time, and I'm glad to see it come true. I really am. I wasn't sure if the person who told me about it was screwing with me or not, so I'm glad to see one of those sets come true that I had known about for about 5 months now. Anyway, those are the first two kind of mid-tier sets for spring 2019. I would expect those to be kind of the most expensive sets, spring or winter 2019. The first wave of the year never really has anything over $70, $80 max, so usually that's probably going to be the most expensive sets we see there. Although the next set on the list might be the most expensive set of the wave, and that's a Slave 1. This is one that I didn't really expect to see on the rumor list. A Slave 1 I thought was going to be included in Cloud City, and now it seems like it might not be included in Cloud City, so the rumor word on the street of it being included in Cloud City might not have been a legit rumor, so we see here with more information coming out that possibly it's not in Cloud City. I'm sure we'll know that in 2 weeks for sure, but it seems like LEGO might bring out a new edition of the Slave 1 to go alongside Cloud City, which I'm fine with. I'd like to see a bigger Slave 1, perhaps in the $80 to $90 range. The previous version we got back in 2010 standalone was $80, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it come in at that $90 price range for a spring 2019, winter 2019 set. So we get the, regular slew of minifigures, Boba Fett, and then probably some, random combination of bounty hunters to go alongside it, which I don't really have a particular problem with, and I think it's going to go great alongside your Cloud City purchase if this one does hold true. So those are the 3 more expensive sets we know about. Now there is a set priced at $30. We don't really know what that set at the $30 price range is going to be, but it's there on the list that I have, so we'll see what happens there, but it's entirely possible. I mean, it could be anything. It could be a little play set, I'm sure, is what it's going to be, kind of like those typical $30, $25 price sets like Octu Island, Yoda's Hut, Duel on Naboo from years past. So there's so many different scenes that they could do, maybe. Anyway, guys, we have one more regular system set, and that's going to be the Praetorian Guard Battle. Actually, there's 2 more battle packs. I lied. The Praetorian Guard Battle Pack seems like it's legit. I think that one's going to happen, or I seem to know that one's going to happen. It seems like it's going to happen is what I'm saying. So a $15 Praetorian Guard Battle Pack, not too bad sounding. So don't go out and buy that Snoke Storm Room quite yet if you're trying to get Praetorian Guards out of that thing. Just wait and see, because this battle pack I think is going to happen. The other battle pack that I know of is a clone battle pack. There are no particular details on it. I don't know if it's going to be a 501st one like was originally rumored, but a clone battle pack apparently is coming, and hopefully it's not another Clone and Jedi battle pack. I want a clone battle Pack. That's what I want, and I think that's what we're going to be getting, so that's rather exciting. There are a few Microfighters as well coming out in 2019, 4 regular $10 Microfighters, which is good to see, and then a dual pack. So we'll get 6 total Microfighters. Good to see them continuing that line. I think I like it a lot, and I think kids like it a lot. I think it's a nice cheap line that parents can go out and buy, you know, on a whim as like an impulse buy for their kids. You know, they want a toy at Walmart or Target. You get a Microfighter. It's not a bad thing to have out there. So I think Microfighters are doing decently, and I'm glad to see LEGO continuing the line in 2019. We don't know what the Microfighter sets are going to be though, so sorry, I can't really help you guys there. Hopefully no more Microfighter remakes. I hope they bring out some new models that they haven't done yet. There are a new line of LEGO Star Wars sets that's going to be starting up next year, at least according to the rumor list here, and it's LEGO Star Wars Juniors. Yes, you heard me right, LEGO Star Wars Juniors. Now, this is one that I am excited for, yet I'm cautious about giving my thoughts on without having seen pictures of the sets, obviously. But at the $30 price range for LEGO Star Wars Juniors, we're going to have an X-Wing. Could be cool, could be trash, no way to know yet. It seems like it could be a really fun theme for LEGO Star Wars. I talked about this in like an Ask MandRproductions, I think, maybe like a month or two ago, and I like the idea of them doing LEGO Star Wars Juniors. I just don't know how good it will be for someone like me who really likes the LEGO Star Wars theme as it is. And this is going to be a departure from what we're used to in normal sets. Just keep that in mind. These are going to be really weird looking, I think. That's what I expect them to be, really weird looking, not quite like we've seen in the past. At the $20 price range, though, we're going to have a TIE Fighter. I've got a couple images here of some custom ones. This first one is from a Reddit user, Sheepasaur, and I think this is pretty close to what it could look like. I mean, it's got that small form factor that could totally fit a $20 price point. It's super detailed, but LEGO Junior sets tend to be a little bit more dumbed down, so I don't really know if it would look like that. But we also have another image here by a YouTuber by the name of Lego Provo Bro. He makes some great custom sets, and I think I've shown some of his stuff in the past. But this one is another one that's within the scale that I would expect to see from a $20 TIE Fighter. But again, I just don't know what to expect as far as the detailing on a set like this will go. So we'll see what happens. We'll probably have a picture within a couple months, but I just, again, this is something I have no idea what to expect. A $20 TIE Fighter, what could it look like, you know? Who knows? Well, I know who knows, but unfortunately, I don't know. And by that, I mean the people that designed it. Anyway, there's one more LEGO Star Wars Junior set coming in 2018, and it's an A-Wing, at least according to the rumor list, it's an A-Wing, so it's another one that's going to be, I mean, they made a Microfighter A-Wing this year, so like how much different than that could it be for what would essentially be valued at $5 more than that model? So I don't really know what this is going to look like once again. And they could make custom pieces for these things like that, you know, like they've done with some of the helicopters in LEGO Juniors where it's just kind of a starter brick, and that could, I don't know. I really just don't know what to expect with this. So I'm excited to see a picture of these things because I really am just dying to know what the heck they are gonna do with this. We have a small bit more information on Cloud City following my video from the other day where I said everything we know about Cloud City, and I mentioned that it wouldn't be called Cloud City. It turns out, at least according to the rumor here, is that it will be called Betrayal at Cloud City, and as I mentioned in the video, the price was 350 euros. It's also going to be 350 US dollars. So there's just a little bit more information on the UCS Cloud City coming very, very soon. So Betrayal at Cloud City seems like it might be the official name. And we have one more thing to take a look at here today, guys, in this video. I found an Amazon listing the other day, and it is for LEGO Star Wars 10268 Confidential. That's all we know about the set. There's a little bit of information down below as well. It says item weight 998 grams, package dimension 1 by 1 by 1 centimeters, 12 years and up. So like some of that's probably placeholder. We know obviously the package isn't going to be 1 by 1 by 1 centimeter. So I don't know if any of that's in line with what the actual set will have. But LEGO Star Wars 10268. And what's funny is they changed the UCS numbering, and they added it into the normal set numbering quite a few years back. I believe they did that in 2015, 2014 maybe, but it used to be like the X-Wing was set 10240, so this is kind of in that line. Like more recently, we've had like the LEGO Creator Expert sets be like 10262 or something as like the James Bond car, so it's something in the larger line of sets. I don't know if they're changing the UCS sets back to the 101, 102 a blank numbering system for 2019. I would like to see that happen. I think it's a cool way to number the UCS sets and have them kind of stand out just a little bit more from the regular Lego Star Wars line as far as the set numbering goes. I don't know, for some reason I like it when they're numbered specially like that, but it's entirely possible this could be anything. We don't really know anything about this, but my speculation is, my hope, my dream, my pipe dream here is a Lego Star Wars Imperial Star Destroyer remake. That thing, please just do it. That's what I want from this set for May the 4th next year, I'm hoping. Or maybe they're releasing another UCS set January 1st. They've done it in the past with UCS sets coming out on January 1st. This is really early for Amazon to have a listing for a set that's not coming out until May, I would say. But again, I don't, that's just me speculating there at it being really early. It is really early, though, it feels like. It's 8 months away. So I would speculate that this set is coming sooner than that, but I really have no idea. So it's just a set number there. We know nothing else about it, unfortunately, at this time. But that is all I have for you guys for the 2019 rumor list. That is all the sets on the list right now. I'm sure very soon we'll know more about the particulars on the Microfighters that are coming out. We'll know more about the possible Slave 1. It doesn't have a price yet, unlike all the other sets. We'll know more about that Clone Battle Pack and possibly other sets that will be coming out next year. That's the early list right now. This one I would say is definitely more legit than the last one. I got this from a source that I trust, so I think this one could totally turn out to be 100% true. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this rumor video, leave a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Check out one of the 2 videos on the screen if you haven't seen them yet. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.